Would you rather spend time increasing your earned income or spend time decreasing your expenses? After that, I had someone ask me, they're like, well, can't you do both? Can't I increase my income and decrease my expenses? Hey, what is up, everybody? My name is Kevin Kartchner with the Fight Against Mediocrity. And on this YouTube channel, we talk everything sales, business, and real estate. So today, I want to talk about a poll that I posted on my Instagram and the results and whether or not it's right. So a few days ago, I posted a question. I said, would you rather spend time increasing your earned income or spend time decreasing your expenses? Now, I'll let you decide real quick your answer before I tell you the majority. Would you rather spend time increasing your earned income or spend time decreasing your expenses? I'm going to be going through this video, what percentage of time you should spend increasing your income and decreasing your expenses, why that's important. So the poll came in at 84% said they would rather spend time increasing their income and 16% said expenses. Now, after that, I had someone ask me, they're like, well, can't you do both? Can't I increase my income and decrease my expenses? So that's what we're going to talk about on this video and what percentage you should. So basically, most people in the world in the United States were raised with the belief that spending money is bad and that they should save everything that they have. You always hear, save for a rainy day. A penny saved is a penny earned. Have an emergency fund, save your money, which I agree, save and have an emergency fund. The problem is when you have all your money sitting in the bank, it just decreases in value. That's the difference between the middle class and the wealthy, is the middle class save to save, the wealthy save to invest. So that's not what we're talking about in this video, but just wanted to clarify. So with income and expenses, here's the thing. The answer is you would rather increase your expenses, and Grant Cardone teaches that it's the 95-5 principle. So you should spend 95% of your time increasing your earned income and 5% of your time looking at your expenses. So that doesn't mean you shouldn't have an expense report and income statement. You shouldn't know what you're spending. It's just basically, if you're looking at an income statement, the top line income makes the rest of it possible. If you have zero on top, anything you spend is going to be like in the red. And you can only decrease your expenses so much. Like if you're a family of four, you have a family, you have 2 kids, you have a house, you have food, you have expenses. At some point, you can only decrease your expenses so much. At some point, you can't. You need food, you need a place to live, you need, whether or not you need a car, you need transportation, you need certain things, you need health insurance. You need those things. So you can only decrease your expenses to a certain amount, but you can increase your income infinitely. There's no one on earth that says, I'm capped at my income. There's always opportunities to increase your income. So that's why you should spend 95% of your time looking on ways to increase your income and only 5% of your time looking at expenses. And looking at expenses should be, okay, here are my expenses. What are we spending money on? Well, maybe we could get that a little more affordably. Okay, cool. Well, we probably don't need to spend money on that. Okay, cool. Now let's look at how we can increase our income. Where most people do the reverse. They say, oh, well, if I could just clip another coupon here, or if we could just, not eat out any at all for the rest of the year, if I just not buy any new clothes for the rest of my life, you can do that. You can live that way. That's a choice. But the amount of time you spent clipping coupons, the amount of time you spend, cooking your own food instead of going out to eat every once in a while, the amount of money you spend stressing about it, you could have used all that energy into increasing your income. And that's why I'm so passionate about sales. And that's why I teach businesses and salespeople how to create a 6-figure economy, is because it's unlimited. And I actually had a student today who posted something. He says, it was really cool. He said, I think it was like a year ago, I was making $3,000 as a freelance marketer. He said, but since connecting with Kevin and learning from Kevin, this year I'm on track to make 150,000 and next year he's going to break 200. And he says, he listed all the expenses he had, like new car, they had a baby, an emergency room visit, like all these expenses. And he said, we paid for all of them in cash. And it was because of sales. It was because I learned how to increase my income. So I know this is a little bit of a rant. Like, I'd love to hear your comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe, but curious to hear your thoughts on it. I believe in this 100% because it's no fun to live a life where you're scared to spend money. It's no fun to live in a life where you can't increase your income. And that's why sales and owning a business are like my ultimate recommendations for what you should do in life, because you control the outcome. You control how much you earn. You control your potential. There are some salaried positions where you can increase your income, but it's like maybe 10% or 5% or 20%. But like when you own a business or you're in sales, you know, my student went from $30,000 2 years later to $200,000. That's like 7x. Tell me a salaried position where they're going to say, oh yeah, you're an accountant, you know, you're making $50,000 a year. We're going to 7x your income over the next two years. Like, it just doesn't happen. And so spend 95% of your time increasing your income, 5% of your time on your expenses. Now, I've had a lot of students ask me, Kevin, does this mean we should just spend whatever amount of money on whatever we want? I've thought a lot about this. The answer is no. Like, look for the best deal. Look for a way to minimize your expenses, but 5% of your time. If it takes more than 5%, that's when it gets dangerous, because you're spending so much time on the little nitty-gritty details of your expenses where you could be spending that on increasing your income. Yes, try to get the best deal. Yes, be frugal, be, responsible and accountable and a steward over your money. Like, I give the analogy of, if you walk outside and it's raining and there's someone outside your front door selling umbrellas, or you have an umbrella back inside, you just go back inside for your umbrella. There's no reason spending money for a new umbrella. That's what a lot of people do, though, is they go and spend things on things that they want or think are important. If you need something, though, spend the money. Like, spend the money on things that you need or things that are going to help you and benefit you. At some point, you'll have enough money where you can literally, sure, go buy the umbrella. But like, save to invest is another thing that we could talk about on a different video. But on this video, we're focusing on spend 95% of your time on income, increasing your income. If you want help with that or have questions about it, go to the fightagainstmediocrity.com, where I show you how to create a six-figure income, six-figure economy for you and your family. I was making $60,000 an account and 5x that over 3 years. And I want to help people do the same. So that's what I do here at the Fight Against Mediocrity, is help people increase their income. So you don't have to stress about every single expense of your day. It works. The students in my course have the results to prove that it works. So I'd love to help you as well. Thank you for watching this video, and we will catch you on the next one.